Gaming and musical comedy, yeah, buddy! Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of WWE Supercard. Yeah, buddy! Yeah, buddy. I'm just gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about and play some Road to Glory, and I get some charges, and just chill. If you are grinding, whatever, this is probably a good episode for you. If you're looking for other stuff, I don't know. But I'm gonna talk about a bunch of small things, talk about some wrestling, talk about some Game of Thrones, talk about some other stuff, and just give you a bunch of things to write comments about and just have fun. Now look at this over here. Autofill, save everything. Pow! This is on my N Sylvia account. And now we are up to what level there? Why is that card unlocked, no recent winners thing even there? Has anybody ever seen that work? I don't know. So I'm WrestleMania Plus. Not bad. You know, not bad at all. So there we go. Let's just do this. And I'm playing both of these cards. You can see I'm at Ultimate Big Show, or I'm sorry, Elite Big Show. And we got the Miz versus Fire Viper. Alright, so there we go. So, how's it going, man? Or woman? I am so excited about the tier that is coming up. SummerSlam apostrophe 17. Yes, that is not the 17th SummerSlam. It's not like it was for WrestleMania. Remember, SummerSlams are not numbered. Okay, WrestleManias are. So 17 means this is 2017. If you didn't realize that, realize that. I know that I saw somebody on Twitter posted that, and Big Jim, I was at replied into it. Big Jim said that's the apostrophe 17. It is 2017. That is the year we are living in currently. You know. And, yeah, so here we go. We're just, the thing I like about this is I'm just tapping away, and I don't really have to think about it. I remember the last time I tried Road to Glory on N Sylvia, I couldn't win hardly anything, because it was, I mean, I haven't tried it in a while, but because that was the brand new thing for, you know, this account hardly has any games on it. So, and I'm really, I have to make sure that I don't play too many games on this, you know, this one. The main Mr. No, wait. Bigedude account. Yeah, it's that kind of a day, folks. But, you know, I am just having some fun. So, what is going on in your world right now? You know? That's what I would love. If you want to share in the comments. I mean, one of the things that I always loved about the original first, you know, let's say the first 100 episodes of me playing this card game is that we really had a comment community, like I called it the commentunity, and there was just so much great conversations that would happen, not just between me and everybody, because I love to reply to comments, but like with you know, everybody to each other, and that was just really just it was a vibrant, wonderful community where we all just were talking about the game and the wrestling and just life and cool stuff. And that is something that, you know, as the game has developed and gone on, you know, we don't have, well, we know who each other are now, sometimes. Even though there's a lot of new people that play over the last couple of years. You know, I just think it's really, really neat how things have evolved. Oh, I got a charge. That's nice. But I really miss like the really good conversations, you know, the ones that aren't just about like, hey buddy, you know, that are about like a really good question, you know, whether it's about how, you know, something that you're going through or something that that you might have liked wrestling wise, or a different game, or this or that, just all sorts of different conversations that people had. Oh, I reached the enhancement limit. That is not good. All right, so I would love it if you introduced yourself in the comments, and especially if you create your own content. I would love it if you introduced yourself and what you do on the internet, or even just what brought you to checking my stuff out, whether it's just because you like wrestling, or you like this game, or you saw, you know, however you you know, you got here, if you're recent. Like, if you were from season 1, I love you guys a lot. You've been watching me for a long time. And just the thing, we're almost at the 3-year anniversary of this game. August 14th is the 3-year anniversary. I'm holding my phones. I know I just thought, I don't want to get it too close to the microphone or it's going to, like, static thing. 3 years. We're almost at 3 years. And I didn't play it the first day, but I played it the second day, and I pretty much almost played it almost every day since. And, we've made almost 1,000 videos, like, with numbers on this game. When I mean with numbers, I mean different episodes. And that doesn't include the streams unless it specifically says this stream is an official episode, I like how I missed how the innocence of this game, when we were all just a whole bunch of people on the internet playing this game, and it was new to everybody, and everyone didn't know each other, and it was just so much awesome everywhere. And it's been an honor that people think, or that some people have just said, hey, I started making videos because of you. And I always think that's, you made videos because you wanted to make videos. Maybe something in me, maybe you think that it's like, hey, if that guy can do it, anybody can do it. And that's really, really true, Like, I look at some people, like those of you that know Rainbow Warrior, he's told me in the past that he thinks that, that I inspired him to make videos, and he just hit 5,000 subscribers, and this dude's awesome, man. And then you're just the lot of other people that have told me in the past, and it's like, to me, that's just amazing, like, it's cool that, but the bigger important thing is, I'm not going to take credit for other people's success, because that's just not who I am. And even if they say, hey, without you, I wouldn't have made videos, I go, yeah, but I'm just talking to a camera on top of a Powerade Zero bottle. Yes, I do really do appreciate the words that you're meaning. But I'm no idol. I'm a role model, as a teacher and a person. That's something that I've always wanted to be and try to be, like a good person and somebody that inspires people to bring the best of themselves to the world. And that's kind of what, that's why I don't mind sharing, like, how I record videos. And it's in the description. It's been in the description for the last 2 years. But for me for you to give me credit for what you did doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? But anyways, enough of that. But yeah, and I just see, like, our community, it's really wonderful. And who knows what will happen in 5 years, it's gonna be really interesting. And I see, and I've met so many really great people and really cool creators. And, I really hope to see them on Saturday when I'm down in New York City, well, Brooklyn, which is New York City, for NXT TakeOver. And we're going to try to get to the meetup thing that they're having. But I'm with other people, so who knows? There's some variables in there. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, the whole purpose of me talking about this is just to say thank you for watching this, and thanks for sharing the cool things about you, or even learning about the cool things about you, because the age range of the people that watch these videos is vast. I know that in the past, kids have watched me with their parents. I know in the past, like, I think of back in the day, some of my, like, two kids that their mother I went to college with was just, I just thought that was amazing. And the whole journey that we've had so far is just completely awesome, And I'm just thankful for all y'all, you know. And I really enjoy seeing the successes of people like JB, who is, you know, he's got almost 75,000 subscribers now, and that's just awesome because I remember where we all were when this whole game started, and I've had so much fun with all these people, you know, and it's just crazy, and some people have built their niches and really cool community stuff in different games. And I always am going to remember, like, let's just say 10 years from now, let's just say Supercard doesn't exist anymore. And it's very possible. I mean, we haven't really had, you know, that long of a time period to know how long mobile games really last. You know, for example, like, I remember in 2007, I think I really wasn't playing games. I don't even remember what I was playing in 2007. I think I was really in the Zynga stage then at that point. You know, and all the Facebook games I think were really good. You didn't really play a whole lot of games on your phone. I know 2010 or so, 2008, 2009, 2010, that's where I was playing some games on the phone. But, you know, when you had the development of Android and just the furthering of the software, the games got more and more creative and stuff. I just remember playing Coin Dozer, because, like, that's stuff I did at county fairs in the summer. You know, just, hey, I made quarters. And I just recently put it on my phone again, on this device, because it's just stupid fun, you know? And unfortunately, it didn't save. Back then, you know, however many years ago, 5, 6, 7 years, I don't remember. I know I wrote a review on it on Google Play, but that was before it was tied to your Google Play, you know. And that's like if I were to visit some of those old games that I played on my mobile devices, it would be starting over, you know, which could be fun. Like, I'm just trying to think of some of the old mobile games that I was playing back in the day. You know, I know the biggest one was definitely Marvel War of Heroes, which was a card-based game by Mobage or DENA or DNA. But they don't, and they were behind the ones that did Brave Frontier. Oh no, wait, that's not Brave Frontier. Rage of Bahamut. But Brave Frontier, I think, is still. I played Brave Frontier for a while too because I thought that was fun. But you know, it's interesting to see the evolution of mobile gaming. You know, just think about what games could do a few years ago, and then you have like things that are huge file sizes with all the video stuff, such as let's say Injustice 2 with the cutscenes and the all the stuff. It's just amazing what can be done on a phone. What's going to happen in 10 years? It's probably all going to be scalable from what your phone can do to what consoles can do, like the same game on different platforms, or the same game type of thing, but different things to do on the different devices. And then you have like interchangeable rewards and stuff. I think that's where we're going for all of this. I mean, think about it. You had the original 2K, the NBA stuff. If you had the NBA, my NBA 2K, whatever, you would be able to get VC because of your mobile game. I know the Fallout Shelter has a connection with Fallout 4. I think it's Fallout 4. I never played it. So, I mean, it's just so cool to think about where we are now and what can happen in the future. I mean, look at Clash Royale. People are winning thousands and thousands of dollars in tournaments based on this game. You know, the esports stuff for mobile gaming in the future, I think is going to be fun. You know, you got like crazy MOBAs like Vainglory and other stuff. It's amazing, a brave new world. And our world, our Supercard world, is about to hit 3 years old. And it just feels really neat, you know? And, you know, for me, the hugest, biggest thing is, you know, the wonderful things that it the wonderful conversations with you and all these other people, and all the time that my dad and I spent talking about this funny card game, this fun game, and just the social interactions, the wonderful Twitch streams with ridiculously cool people like, Kill Moose Kill and Lil G and Copter and Rare Spark and JB and Des Perez and Edward Leitzman, who's my non-adoptive son. It's just, and then everybody else that was doing the streaming back in season 1. There's tons of people I'm leaving out, but it's just thinking about 3 years ago, how different life was, as far as, like, I'll tell you what got me to make these videos. The first thing was I had been to all these, conferences, all these YouTube conferences. I met so many wonderful people, so many people that were doing, like, stuff for a living. And it came to learn, like, in about 2012, that watch time became the way bigger metric that YouTube gathered their stuff with. And because of the watch time, you had these gaming things where they're long videos and people watch them, and they would get more and more promotion and other stuff, and just people would watch them and longer and watch, and that's the biggest reason why PewDiePie became number 1. And then I said, hey, gaming, I don't like to edit. I can just play the game, do very minimal edits, if any. I barely edit this, and mostly because I don't like to edit. It's cool, but I come from a standpoint where the best stuff is the stuff you just make up. Like for me, one of the best minute and a half of my life was when I made up the Bok Bok Chicken song, the I Love Chicken song. It was completely made up. I pressed record. I started playing the chords. I had the 3 chords I was going to start with. Didn't know what I was going to sing about. So then just, I love chicken. And then the rest, it's like, it's just crazy awesome and crazy fun. So that was my time. You press record, you play. That's because I'm an improvisational guy. I really understand the free flowing of creativity and ideas and music and that sort of stuff. And that was what really was appealing to me, to do those sorts of things. So, it really didn't make me want to edit much, and I did a couple of fake news, like music and news, you can search for it if you want, but they were fun, but not very successful. And it was a lot more work. I was like, I don't like editing. And that was why the gaming thing was appealing to me. So I made some gaming videos. I made probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 or 7 videos of gaming before I made Supercard. And like the first one was me playing Rampage from an emulator, and that was cool. But Rampage was a game from when I grew up, so it wasn't like a very popular game, and there wasn't really a market for it. And then I decided and then the original Kamcord app came out, and I liked how I could record stuff. Like I did a couple of mini carnival videos, which were fun, and my whole idea of the gaming thing was like, dude, I know I'm old, and I'm probably not going to be very good at any game I play, so that whole series was You Are a Better Gamer Than Me. Or it should be You Are a Better Gamer Than I don't know. And I know I did a Shoot Shimi video because I saw PewDiePie do one. And it was funny because they actually gave me the code for Shoot Shimi 2 a year or 2 ago. And it was just fun because they they saw that I had done a video and they said, "Hey, do this. Here's this," and that was just cool. But anyways, and then I did make videos for a while on gaming, and during that time, there was I had a lot of other stuff. It was like right before I quit drinking for health reasons. I was very social, very very outwardly social in my life, and we'll buy some bots. Oh yeah, I bought another 100 bucks worth of credits because I wanted to get a lot of Super Slam cards. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Like I said, this is kind of just banter, just talking about whatever, and just having fun. And oh, that's weird because it looks like this. Okay, but and then I was so into playing the game that I did the YouTube search. This is Supercard. So, I don't remember exactly, but it was like 5 or 6 videos I had made before that. One was even a review of the original Kamcord app, in which I know I was playing Talking Tom and Brave Frontier in there. And the thing that really got me to make these videos was because there really weren't a lot of people making them when the game first came out. And I knew I was playing it so much every day, and it was just so much fun and so new, and it just kind of took off. The first thing I had to learn how to do was, how the heck do I, do my screen capture? Like, how do I do it, And now it's so much easier because there's many more different programs, but I had to get my phone to the computer, or find a way to play these apps on the computer so I could record them, so I could do whatever. And that's where finding Bluestacks. I used Bluestacks for a long time, with action recording software. And then it came to be like it just was easier and better for the system and stuff. To use the OBS, and I'm using OBS today, But I just saw the opportunity because there weren't a lot of people making videos on this. I think nobody really expected this game to be super popular. Whoops. I know I was just like hoping that one day I would beat the 301 count. And, the first 2 or 3 days of doing these videos, I didn't beat it. And then, but then the views just went crazy. I was like, oh my God, people are watching me do this. And it was just amazing. And then the whole ride that we've had, it's been fun. All right, so I have not actually checked out this Team Battleground here. So we're going to get started. Warriors 234, good luck. And this is on my N Sylvia account. And we got 16 out of 16. All right, so here we go. We got the Miz. That's good. Dean Ambrose. Kofi. Wow. This is a really good one. All right, well, we got to put these guys in there. Let's just put one on all of them. And it's weird for me on this because I know that I only have... Well, I'm not in charge, Because, well, I'm in charge, but now that almost everybody is a general. Oh, also, if you're on one of my teams and you're one of the generals, make sure that we're at 10 out of 10. Because I know at this one, I think there's only 9 people on this one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, wait, we're good. But on one of them, oh, wait, and Bret Hart. You got to make sure that we're 10 out of 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to log into Mr. Bacon Rockstar Duck. Rockstar Duck you up. I should go looking for Rockstar Duck. Because I don't know where he is. I'll save those for the next day. And, prep praise. 4 hours. I better hurry up. See, and now it's like they don't all have the same prepping times. So it's a little bit more challenging. And I know once school comes around, once teaching comes around, I know that there's going to be a drastic change in what I do with teams. And I don't know what's going to happen, but I cannot fathom playing 4 teams. There's just no way I'm going to be able to really do it, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So I'm not going to worry about it because I don't need to. Anyways, this is kind of being a Super Saturday because you're super and it's Saturday. And let's talk about SummerSlam tier. Okay, so we've already know that I'm going to get a lot of cards because that's what's up. All right? And we already know that, well, we're assuming there'll be a season 4. It makes sense because they're making a lot of money. It's always on the top 100 Google Play, who's spending money on what's. So I think that's what we're going to see. What do you think is going to happen 5 years from now? Let's just do a prediction. All right, well, actually, let's go to the thing. It's looking like Jinder Mahal is going to be the best of the tier. And that's kind of cool because he's the champion right now. Which also means, to me, that he's not going to lose at SummerSlam. And I thought he would. But you know what? It doesn't really mean it because it's before SummerSlam. But, he might hold that title for, until, Survivor Series. Or dare I even say Money in the Bank. Or, Money in the Bank. Royal Rumble. Now, some people are saying that Baron Corbin might try to cash in on the other title because of the Superstar shakeup. Who knows? It would be cool. It'll be cool to find out. I'm not actually going to be at SummerSlam. I'm going to NXT TakeOver because I originally wasn't planning on going at all because I know at the end of in 2 weeks later I have my Washington D.C. trip. But then my buddies were going, and so I said, "Well, hey, I already know I got a ride. Let's do it." So I hope to see some people there. I know that I'm gonna try to see as many people as I can, and have a flippin' great time. But I am all caught up on Game of Thrones. For those of you that watch Game of Thrones and stuff. And it was like crack. And I'm probably going to start doing some little review type things of Game of Thrones, right after it airs. And make sure everybody knows there's spoilers in it, or just to talk about theories and other stuff. Because I know that it's already ahead of where the book would be. And I also know it's going to be the same thing, kind of like Walking Dead and the comic books it's based on, is that there are just going to be some things that are different from the other stuff, which is pretty cool. See, now I'm at the point where I don't have to worry about the source material, so that's going to be really cool. And just because there's only 3 more episodes this season, because season 7 has only got 7 episodes, and then it's going to end next year with 6 episodes, but they're all going to be like a movie each one, almost an hour and a half long. So, yeah. And there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about all sorts of stuff. How long have I played? I've got to be up on 20-something minutes now. 28 minutes. All right, there we go. So I don't want to make this a full hour long because it's already 5:13 in the morning when I'm writing this. Dude, I'm not making a novel here. This is a gameplay video. Anyways, if you've watched this long, I just want to say thank you so much. And I want you to write Bailey Bear won't be at SummerSlam, because that way I know that you watched this part. And that's what I used to love doing all the time, is leaving little things in the videos so people would make the comments on them, and then I would reply to the comments and stuff. And I love replying to the comments, and it's cool. I don't know. I'm in a very contemplative mood, which means I've been thinking a lot about stuff. And I'm really glad, and this might seem weird, okay, what I'm about to say. I'm really glad I don't make a whole lot of money from YouTube right now. Okay, and you might be seeing, but bigedude, money buys stuff. It's cool. And I'll be like, it's okay. And here's why. All right. I love my profession of teaching. I love that my job is to teach kids about music, to teach kids about, how to sing better, and I mean, and to do the drama club productions and those sorts of things is a really cool gig. Because I've been friends with many YouTubers over the last few years, and that do this for a living, and now I don't have to worry about how much these videos make. I don't have to worry about the stresses that is, or will a brand sponsorship save me this month? Some people thrive on a grind like that. I would be stressed out. I don't want to ever get to a point where I'm streaming 8 hours a day as a job. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get network maintenance, and I love the streams. Yep, network maintenance, and I love. Let's go play Ember Heart for a minute. But there's only so much my voice can take, because remember, I'm a singer. That's what I want to do. I've been working on some of these, the kids songs, and hopefully we'll get some other fun songs in there before the summer's over. I really want to get 2 albums out this summer. The kids song album is easy to do because it is easier, but the song album, the food song, I know I would probably need a few more songs to do that are brand new. I don't know. I'm at that point where I kind of get a little bored during the summer, and that's kind of why I binge watched, 7 seasons or 6.5 seasons of, Game of Thrones, because I had the time, and I needed something to accomplish, something kind of ridiculous, like finishing a Road to Glory. I feel a sense of accomplishment. It might sound weird, but it's true. I get a bigger sense of accomplishment when I have to +2 everything. And that's where we're going to be very soon, because of, the new tier. I'll be fighting against bots and people that spent a crazy amount of money, to progress that last thing. I hope they turn the points down some, because the points are way high, and especially for Team Road to Glory. Team events will start to have meaning again for us, because when I say us, I'm talking about my main team. For the other teams, they've been pretty good, some people play them, some people don't. I know that I haven't really played too much on them, but when I do, we tend to do very well. Even when I don't, we tend to do very well. But, when you're +2ing and you spend a lot of time on something and effort and stuff, and then you get a reward, that is what gives you a sense of accomplishment. I think it's going to be, right after I get back from Summerslam, I think those last 2 weeks of freedom that I'll have, or technically a week and a half, because I go to DC on a Thursday night, on the 31st. That's just under 3 weeks from now. I know that there's so much I want to do, there's so much I want to accomplish before the end of the summer, musically, but not on Musically. I still only have the one Musically video where I dab and stuff. My buddy that I'm going down to watch the NXT, his daughter, she's 10, and she loves the Musically like crazy. It's like, oh my god, it's like she sent me a private, or she sent me a message on it. I'm like, yeah, I haven't had that on my phone in over a year. Not gonna put it back on, but thanks for writing me a note. So, anyways. So yeah, I've been rambling about all sorts of stuff. Let me ramble about SummerSlam. I think there's going to be some title changes. You know, I can't see SummerSlam ending with Naomi keeping the belt. I think they're going to let Natty win, and then I think they're going to have Carmella cash in. It just makes sense. It gives Natty the championship. It gives, and then, you know, you've got Carmella, a young person. It's going to be around for a long time, I think. Now, on the other side, Alexa Bliss very well could keep the belt. I don't know what they want to do. On the other side, I think Shinsuke is going to win Skay. But he's not going to get the belt. You know what I mean? Now that I've seen the stats, and it could be wrong, you know, they really want to put a championship on that dude pretty quickly. But are they going to put a championship on him now that, you know, because of that oops with John Cena? Who knows? John Cena's probably going to end up going to Raw because he's been advertised for a bunch of Raw dates after, you know, whatchamacallit. So whatever he's got going on now, even though he's a free agent, he's going to be on Raw for a while. And how long is he going to keep wrestling? I mean, if you think about it, even though it's a botch move, that's a wake-up call, man. You know, especially when he's going to be doing Hollywood stuff. And because of, you know, his match that I saw versus The Rock, in which The Rock separated, you know, his muscles from his ribs, you know, it caused the delay of the Hercules movie, and it, you know, just totally screwed it up by everything. So there's so many really interesting scenarios and things that can happen. But I'll tell you what's going to happen for me. I'm going to finish this game on both of these accounts, and then I'm going to, you know, I'm going to like go to the edit thing, because on a larger file like this, I will have had to slide the audio about a half a second, well, you know, a third to a half of a second, or else it would, you know, not be totally lined up. And then, I love that guy. That guy, my dad, I love that guy. You know, I miss him. But now it's like, it's not a regretful missing. Like I said, this total banter, just talking about whatever happens. I'm so lucky that I made the choice I really wanted to have a really great relationship with my dad. And I'm so lucky, and as weird as it sounds, that Mom got her hip surgery 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. Because, you know, I spent, you know, 11 days with Dad. I had to come back here twice. I slept 2 nights here. The first one was when I got I had a doctor's appointment early, or something, or was it? I can't remember. But the second one was I got a new furnace. But it was just so awesome to spend that time with him. And in that time, I got him kind of hooked on these, you know, these games. You know, I showed him how to make the videos, and he just went off and made a whole bunch of videos. And they're still getting views, you know. He's still getting a couple hundred views a day, which is just a true testament to who the guy was. You know? Like, every now and then, I haven't watched a Big Dad video in a while, but if I ever need to cry, all I gotta do is go watch the video. It's like his second video, where he's just showing pictures of me. And it's just, I'm so glad it exists. You know, oh, hey, Booker T, I can't believe I just told it. And I challenge you to share these games, whether it's Supercard or whatever game that you're playing on your phone. Share the games with your mother or father or whomever, and then they'll really appreciate you just spending time with them. Whether or not they ever, like, you know, go make videos or something, that's completely different. But I am so much better of a person to have had the wonderful relationship with my father. Now, the problem for some people is they don't have good relationships with their family, and it's not their fault, you know. And it's I'm lucky. But if you allow your parents or guardians or whomever into your life, they'll help you. You'll see more of their lives too, and positive, good things. Really positive, good things can happen from it. Let's say one of your goals in life is to, you know, be an esports guy. Maybe you want to be FaZe Clan member, or something along those lines. You can show them that, hey, this is how much these people had made, probably, on this video. And you can show them, this is what I had to learn how to make this video. These are, editing videos is real world skills, you know. But anyways, there's, like I said, this was a total rambling, banter, whatever, just playing, talking about all sorts of stuff. And it feels good. You know, I love sharing the stuff that's going on in my life with the world, really, or the you know, the amount of people that are watching this, and if something happens where for some reason I got really popular or whatever, or you know, started dating a supermodel or some really famous Hollywood actress, which would be cool, or anybody, you know, like any woman that I eventually end up with, she's gonna need to know that I do this because I love making these videos. I love sharing my life. I love getting red charges. And I just really would encourage everybody to find the stuff that they love, you know, and keep going with it. Now, I love teaching, you know. Yeah, there's some pain in the butt things, like there's always different things that are coming up that are new, like mandated stuff that you're not sure about. Oh, I guess I'm playing this one. Things that you don't know how to do yet that you have to learn and stuff. And it's that's just going to happen in any job. But when it just comes down to it, when you teach a kid, you know, a choir of 40 kids, one class, the notes to a song, say, you sing this note, you sing this note, you sing this note. And, you know, they've all sung the notes by themselves. And then you hear that chord when they all get it together. It gives you goosebumps. It makes you feel like we took all three things, all three parts, and made something beautiful out of it. It's just kind of an awesome feeling. And that's why, like I was saying this earlier, like I said, total banter. I'm really glad that I'm not making, let's say, you know, $5,000 to $10,000 a month on, you know, my internet stuff. Because what if I stopped teaching before I could retire? You know, would the security of that be there? Now, yeah, I still have a pension and all that, but I can't collect anything until I'm 55 if I were to go early. And I'm 43. That's 12 years. That's a considerable amount of time, you know? That's why I'm really glad that this is just fun, and yeah, I get some money from it. 2 summers ago, I made over $1,000 a month a couple of times. You know, actually a lot of times in 2015. So, but like, you know, paid off this house. One of the other good things is I don't have any debt. You know, and we've talked a little bit about personal finance over the last 3 years in various videos. A lot of them season 1 videos are kind of like how this is turning out to be. You're just me playing a game, totally talking about whatever comes up, talking out of my butt, and just, you know, it's like, hey, look at all them pretty women, you know, but they're all fierce competitors. It's really, really, really up. You know, I don't know, man. I'm just so happy that I get to share, you know, these videos with you, to share this time. It's really just sharing time, you know, and that's why I suggested share time with your brother or sister or your mother or father. Even if you don't have a really wonderful relationship, there's always like really cool things that you can do. It's like, hey, if you let me teach you how to play this game, I'll let you teach me how to do something else. Or this may sound stupid. Let's just say it's you can learn how to properly set a tea party. Or just, oh, hey, that was a Shinsuke Nakamura out of nowhere. What's up, buddy? So, those are my challenges and whatever. Remember, if you watch this far and you didn't write the comment I told you to write earlier, write that comment that I told you to write earlier. If you cheated, I said something earlier. But, I don't know. I'm not going to make any videos until Monday. I'm not going to make a video tomorrow. There's going to be a Slam stream, WWE Slam, because I have a bunch of things to give away. That's going to happen today after 3 or 4 probably p.m. Eastern time, when they normally go on. I don't know. The biggest thing I wanted to say was, I love you a long time. And I look to the future, in the fire. No, that's a Game of Thrones thing. And I just see wonderful things for so many of us, and not just, for playing these games, but I think a lot of these people that make these videos, these Supercard videos, some of them are going to become really, really big names in the internet gaming world. And it's just going to be cool because we're all a part of that, And I'm just... and when I say that, I mean those that really got their true start in Supercard. You know what I mean? WWE Supercard. And it's just it's a wonderful world. And if you ever thought about how to make videos and stuff, check out do searching. Search for stuff. It's much easier to learn by searching for something yourself than asking somebody how you do it. Because it took me a while to learn how to do it, and I taught myself, and you can too. But I also have how do I record all my videos in the description below. So, just look at the description below. But anyways, I think it's time to claim Booker T. He's been looking at us for about 10 minutes now. That's it. I love you long time. Blink, blink, blink. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, buddy. Hee. And thanks for being here. Thanks for everything. And we're almost at 3 years. And I just... hopefully we'll be making awesome videos for everybody for many, many years to go, and, just remember, if you ever think you can't do what I do or make these videos, remember, my dad learned how to make a video at 72, and people all over the world are thankful for it. That could be you. It just has to be your choice. Anyways, bye! Click here to subscribe. Thank you if you already did.